Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Chica the God. Now listen, we're finally about to answer the question: how strong is Gun? Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Get these numbers up, man. Gun has been in the story and has been so relevant and has been so important to the narrative for the whole series, right? Pretty early on, I think it was like less than 100 chapters or about 100 chapters deep. That's when he showed up and he showcased his strength. But the thing is, we've never really seen him go all out. When he fought Awakened Daniel, right? The super body Daniel, it didn't show the whole fight. It just showed that Daniel was passed out and Gun's arm was broken, but Gun was fine, right? Um, which is very interesting. And Gunn enjoys strong fights, right? We've seen him fight against Goo, but again, it was skipped, and we saw the end result, and they were both extremely injured. I think now we're finding out that Gunn enjoys stuff like that. He enjoys having fun because in this chapter he's fighting against, which is actually interesting. The vice captains almost are doing better than the leaders of the group, right? Because I suppose with the leaders he expects a bit more from them, so he attacks them with more veracity. But then against against Jerry, against and you can argue that like Warren Che is stronger than what's our boy's name? How Eli is stronger than Eli, right? You can argue that, and you'd be making a decent argument if you say that. But Warren Che goes crazy. I don't really think you can argue that Jerry is stronger than Jake because we've seen Jake save Jerry in a situation and do much better in a situation where Jerry was trying. Um, but it's really interesting to kind of see just how everything is going on. Like Johan, everybody was getting smacked around the place. Like Gunn was really doing bits, and then they obviously came through with a strategy because Eugene planned it all and said, "Okay, we got to catch him by surprise." Because Gunn's goal was to have fun and fight, right? He didn't. I mean, he cared about getting the red paper, but he didn't really care about getting the red paper. But the allies mainly cared about getting the red paper, and the allies got the red paper, right? But Gunn right now is pissed off because one of those stronger fighters, Eugene's brother, left in order to escape with the red paper. And that has annoyed Gunn because he's like, you've just lost a powerful ally. Now this fight is not as interesting because you guys aren't at full complete power. If you guys aren't a complete full power, I'm not gonna enjoy this as much as I want. I'm not gonna have as much fun as I want. So he's been letting them get the licks in. He's been letting everybody he fights get the lick in. He just enjoys it. Like he just doesn't feel like, you know, and even like Elite or Mr. Choi is like, listen, I can't tell you anything about Gun because that dude is boundless. You know what I'm saying? That boy is limitless. Like, the way he's been training y'all people, like every time he's training y'all, he's training himself too. He's getting stronger. So if you think if he can train a bum and turn them into somebody powerful, imagine what he can do to himself with that talent level. He is the training genius. He is the guy that can level himself up exponentially. Okay? We basically kind of saw Goo's limit against arguably one of the strongest characters in all of the collective fiction world that started with Lookism. He is like way up there, right? And Goo stalemated him, right? So we saw Goo's limit, but that guy is far stronger than all of these guys as well. Now we're about to see Gun here, but I actually, initially I thought that Gun would lose. But I don't really see how he's going to lose if he hasn't even tried yet. And these guys are struggling. Like they got the red paper, but fight wise, they're doing okay. I mean, I think Warren Che did the most damage. Him and Jerry. The other guys are trying, but it's not really doing all that much. So I'm expecting everybody to have a insane showcase, but I'm expecting Gunn to really showcase how powerful he is. And I wonder who or what is gonna pull up to stop him. Now that the red paper is gone, I don't see GD or no DG going to help Gunn. Excuse me, because he would have to go after the red paper. I think he'd pull up and be like, "Where's the red paper?" And they're gonna be like, "Oh, we gave it to one of the guys." And he's gonna be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go support him just in case." And he's gonna go over there and beat the guy up and take that red paper. That would be my prediction. That would be my prediction about what's about to happen. But Listen, I'm super excited to just see Gunn really put in work. Will he kill everybody? Obviously, he's not going to. There's too many important characters for anybody to die, really. But I think he's definitely going to obliterate some of these guys. But I think this the way the narrative is written, it seems as if the Gunn must, obviously come out looking sensational. But the crew also need to grow and win eventually, right? Because they've been losing against Gunn for like 500 chapters. Like, Gunn gotta lose if somehow, some way. So I wonder what or how he's going to lose. He's probably going to get tricked, get finessed. Maybe they're going to bring somebody like DG. Maybe DG is going to do that in order to like do a catch 22 and then later betray the crew, in order to showcase, listen, I'm with you guys. He pulls up and helps defeat Gunn. And then, what happens? I'm just really, really interested. Either that or Gu will show up and fight against Gunn. And after Gunn defeats everybody and he's tired, Gu will pull up and finish the job. So I'm really interested to see how the story will carry on from here, because there's so many questions, right? Why is Gunn so powerful? First of all, right? Like, why? Like, I know he's obviously from an elite family and stuff like that, but why is he so powerful? But yet he holds on to or clings on to Mr. Choi. What does Mr. Choi have on him or with his family? Or is that a deal that he's had with him that he has no choice but to, not obey necessarily, but to abide by? Because, like he said, to Gu, I would not share no cup with nobody, because I can't share my cup even with you, because I already shared a cup with somebody else. And if anybody else asked me to even show up to this, I would not have shown up. But because it's you, I showed up, because like you still my guy, like, what I'm saying. And out of respect, that respect that we've built for each other and the rapport that we've had for each other, I showed up. You know, and perhaps one of the reasons Mr. Choi got Gu to be with Gun was it a smart way to hide Gun's strength. Because if there's two of them, you'd be like, oh, they won because there's two of them, right? And even in the mission to get rid of Gar Young Kim or Gap Young Kim, um, like in that mission, DG's the one that went. Oh, James Lee, he's the person that went, um, alongside Mr. Choi allegedly. But that's and Gun pulled up and was like, "You should have sent me. Like, I would have then done that shit better, like type shit." So it's really interesting to see. I think we're about to see the limits of Gun here, and I'm very excited to see him, really go crazy. The person that impressed me the most was Warren Che. He pulled up with that 1 inch punch. Then he did the C CCQ, was it close quarter combat, CCC, whatever that trick that he does with the circle. Like, he absolutely went ham with that, and I was super impressed. Anyways, it's been your boy Supreme Cheer to God. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Gunn will win? Will he lose? How will it happen? I'm out.